There are two miracles in the Gospel of Mark in which a blind man is healed. The first of these is found in Mark chapter 8, verses 22 to 26. And the second is our Gospel text of today, chapter 10, verses 46 to 52. In this second miracle, we are given the name of the blind man, who is Bartimaeus. What is interesting to note is this, that even though Bartimaeus is physically blind, he is able to see with the eyes of his heart. Jesus is passing by, and very clearly, Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem. Jesus will not be detracted. He will not be distracted on his way to Jerusalem, and Jesus passes by. Bartimaeus cannot see with the physical eyes of his head, and so he hears the commotion, he hears the noise, he hears that something is happening, and asks those who are passing by what exactly the occasion is. And they say to him that Jesus of Nazareth is passing by. The term Jesus of Nazareth refers specifically to the human Jesus. Nazareth is the place where Jesus came from. Jesus is the name given to him at birth. And so the crowd's response to Bartimaeus is that Jesus of Nazareth is passing by. Bartimaeus, even though physically blind, unable to see with the eyes of his head, is able to see with the eyes of his heart, because he recognizes in the Jesus of Nazareth the Messiah who would be Son of David. And so Bartimaeus' response to the one passing by is not, Jesus of Nazareth, have mercy on me, but Son of David, have mercy on me. He's able to see the Lord's Messiah, the Lord's Christ, the Lord's anointed one in this Jesus of Nazareth. Son of David, have mercy on me. The crowd shh him, but Bartimaeus will not be shushed. Bartimaeus cries even louder because he knows that the Messiah is also Savior, and the Messiah will save. And once again, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stops. Even though he's focused on Jerusalem, Jesus hears the cry. He hears the recognition of Bartimaeus and stops and asks that Bartimaeus be brought to him. And the moment Bartimaeus is called, he throws off his cloak. What does it mean that Bartimaeus throws off his cloak? The outer cloak was possibly what Bartimaeus would use to bring together in front of him as he sat on the roadside, and arms would be dropped into that cloak. Whether it was money or whether it was food would be dropped into that place which Bartimaeus had created with his cloak. And now by throwing off the cloak, Bartimaeus is also experiencing and showing and revealing faith. So Bartimaeus is showing that he believes in God, that he knows that what he wants will be accomplished, and that's why he will not need his cloak any longer. He will not need the cloth any longer. This is why he's able to throw off his cloak, and he's able to go to Jesus, and Jesus, the gentleman that Jesus always is, asks Bartimaeus, what do you want me to do for you? You notice, the man is blind. So obviously, you and I might think you want to be healed, but the answer is no. The man might not want to be healed. He might want an arm, and Jesus will not assume or not presume that he wants to be healed, and so asks him, what do you want me to do for you? And Bartimaeus answers, Rabbi, that I might see. And immediately, Jesus enables him to see and tells him that it is the faith which he had, and the faith shown in action, shown by throwing of that cloak, which has enabled him to see. And what Bartimaeus does after receiving his sight, he follows Jesus on his way. Mark is the only evangelist who will add this phrase to the following of Jesus when he says, Bartimaeus followed him on the way. Many of us have been blessed with external sight. But even those many of us who have been blessed with external sight are very rarely able to see with the eyes of our hearts. It is often those who do not have external sight who see more clearly with the eyes of the heart. In the book The Little Prince, the fox says in a dialogue with the little prince, I'm going to tell you a secret. It is a very small secret, and it is this. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Bartimaeus may not have been able to see with the eyes of his head, but he saw clearly because he saw with the eyes of his heart. Do you look at people only with the eyes of your head? Or will you attempt to look today at everyone you meet also with the eyes of your